Hello, so this is my year in review for my sophomore year, my second year at the University of Cincinnati. Overall, the main differences between my first year and my second year is my switch in majors. This year about my freshman year in review, I was super passionate about the major I was in, but I decided I wanted to change my major kind of because of some classes I took because of the honors program. I took reproductive justice my fall semester of this year, and I absolutely loved it, and I wanted to go into women's health and reproductive health. I decided that's where I wanted to go into, so I decided to change into health education with a focus in community and public health. So that's where I am now. I made that switch over winter break, and it took a lot of getting used to that type of style of teaching and stuff, and also switching from taking 15 credit hours to 18 credit hours was a lot, and also continuing the stuff I was doing from last semester, onto that semester was a lot. The future right now is still the same. I still want to go to grad school and stuff like that, but now I want to get a master's in public health, and I would like to go and get my doctorate in public health. I'm not really sure what I want exactly my master's in public health to be in, but right now I'm looking into epidemiology and focusing the epidemiology master's in reproductive health and maternity and child health. So this year I had a whole bunch of leadership roles. I was in student government. I was co-director of disability services. My biggest achievement out of that was Awareness for Ability Week, which was it's kind of first week ever at the University of Cincinnati where it celebrated and educated people on disabilities and the variety and diversities of all these different abilities. It was super fun. We had two movies that showed, and we had a keynote speaker, and we had a tabling event every day. So that was super fun, and we had a whole bunch of student and professional organizations come and help, and so they were able to promote their organizations and also help with such great cause. And I'm hoping this starts next year. I would like to be a part of it next year in student government and kind of making it a tradition. In student government, I was also involved with Women of Student Government that was just started this year. It was super fun. There's more pictures of that below. In UC Feminist, I was the treasurer. I helped organize the Gen Monologue, which was super fun. I didn't think I would get involved with that, but I did. Never did theater when I was in high school, but that was my first type of theater experience, but it was so much fun. I loved organizing it. I also helped gain funds for Jennifer Baumgartner to come to UC, and that was super fun. The UC Feminist is now a part of the Progressive Alliance, UC Progressive Alliance, and we all come together once every 2 weeks, and we talk about how we can all work together so we can further progress all of our agendas. So it's really great. Some little new things that have kind of changed from last year's year in review. I was really involved with NISLA, which is the National Student Speech, Language, and Hearing Association. I'm no longer in communication science and disorders, so I decided I needed to switch professional organization, so I saw Eta Sigma Gamma, which is the professional organization of my major right now, health education, with a focus in community and public health. So I'm now in that. I'm an inducted member of that, and I was just inducted a couple months ago. That's really awesome. I am now in NSLS, which is the National Student of Leadership and Success. I was just inducted in that a couple weeks ago. I had to do a whole bunch of initiatory stuff for that. I had to attend meetings with the whole group, the whole National Society at UC, and also our little mini group that we have. So that was fun. Some little events that I thought were important this year for me was the Black Lives Matter speaker, one of the people who created Black Lives Matter. I've always always been an undercover activist, but then this year, because of some political situations, I've become more of a outgoing activist. I'm definitely more out there now. I attended the Women's March in Cincinnati, and I attended the speaker, and she really helped clarify what the Black Lives Matter movement is about, and I definitely support it now. Last year in review, I talked about impact and how I'm still involved with that. I worked more hours this year. I'm not working there this summer, unfortunately, but I'm going to be working back there next year. Third Beyond Cincinnati, I have a experience paper about that. You can go read about that in my experience, but basically I went and installed drywall and insulation in houses that were affected by the flood in 2016 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And that was my first kind of like volunteer trip that I've ever done. And I really loved it, and I want to do something like that again. This year I also started doing yoga. I did a yoga class through the University of Cincinnati, and I did it 2 days every week. I thought I would hate it, but now I love it, and I want to start doing it again this summer. I love it. So that was a new thing that I kind of pushed myself to do that I didn't think I would ever do, but I did. Another thing that I went to was Ignite Change conference in Columbus. I did that, I think it was either February or March, and I went with a whole bunch of people from the Women's Center and from student government, and we got to talk with representatives. It was awesome. I mean, kind of talked about our main issues that we talked about were sexual assault on campus, and we got to talk with representatives about that and how that should change. So the reflection part, what I could change for myself is that at the end of my spring semester, I faced a lot of rejection from summer internship stuff because I wanted to get into a public health summer internship, but since I was so new, I didn't get any of them. So what I want to tell myself for next year, because it didn't happen, doesn't mean other things are going to come along and that will make you happy. And you shouldn't stress about it. Something's going to happen to you. If you keep on applying to things, it will be okay. You will get something. What I did learn is that activism is employment, and I should incorporate every way that I can. And it's okay to change your major. And these two things were very important for me this year. I think it's one of the two main things that happened to me this year. So next year, some new things. One new thing is the student-run free clinic. I'm going to be one of the volunteer coordinators with that, and I'm really excited to recruit and organize volunteer for our new clinic. For student government, I am now the director of student health and wellness, so I will be involved with that. I would like to get free menstrual products on campus, and also get better nutritional labeling in our dining hall. Those are my main two, and I'm going to add some more later on. For UC Feminist, I'm now vice president, and I am in the works of organizing our organization, finding a new space to have meetings in, and organizing our meetings. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot different than last year because I handled a lot of money stuff, but I'll still kind of be doing that, but it's going to be more organizing the whole works of the organization and the club. And next year I will also be a peer educator at the Student Wellness Center while also being an impact worker. So as a peer educator, that will be fun because that will kind of relate to what I want to do later on in my life. So some goals for next year, I would love to shadow some people in the public health field, especially epidemiologists and maternal and child health. I kind of want to see what they do throughout their year, and what their work life kind of looks like. I want to start looking at grad school, kind of like start grading them on like price and stuff, and I need to start preparing for the GRE. Those are my 3 goals. And then how to help society and community. I want to be more involved with my new roles. Well, I was involved last year, but I need to be more focused on these roles than ever because I have a lot of them, and they're more, how do I say this, up there. So, yeah. Like more events for UT Femmes. I feel like we could do more events and stuff. I think would be perfect for them. I want to volunteer more, maybe do another Third Beyond Cincinnati trip, and I want to volunteer with Women Helping Women and Planned Parenthood because I feel like that would work well for me. And advice for myself for next year, I want to apply for more summer internships and do it earlier, not a month before. So, and always have a backup plan for the summer. So that's my year review. I'll be back next year, and I hope you have another great year. Bye. Thank you for watching this video.